Hi, Donald here with Floating Feathers Kayak Fly Fishing School with another tips and tricks. And as you can see, I don't really have anything in front of me because today's tips and tricks is all about something that needs to be discussed and sometimes isn't, and sometimes us as kayak fishers tend to get a little out of order with our priority, and that is rescue priority. And what I mean is, if you happen to fall out of your kayak, or you tip over, or you become separated from that kayak for whatever reason out on the water, a wake, a wave, you overreach, you tip out, whatever it's going to be. If you find yourself outside of the kayak, in the water, and your kayak is not within easy reach, a rescue order or order of rescue is going to be the same no matter what kind of fishing you're doing, no matter what kind of kayaking you are doing. So whether you're fishing from your kayak, or whether if you're just taking your kayak out in a recreational manner, I'm going to give you the order of rescue, and it's going to remain the same no matter what activity you're doing on the water. Okay? And that order of rescue is 1, yourself. You are the main priority. No matter what, you have to survive. So you are number 1. Okay? Number 2 is your kayak. You have to be able to get back to your kayak so you can get back to your vehicle so you can go home and be home and safe for the day. So it's yourself, your kayak, all right? Number 3 is your paddle, okay? You have to have some way to get your kayak and you back to that shore, and a paddle is the most efficient way to do that. So far we have 3. We have yourself, your kayak, and your paddle. Now, number 4 is gear. And that means any gear. That means any fishing gear, any coolers, any camping gear, whatever gear isn't covered in yourself, your kayak, or your paddle. Gear is everything else. And I know as fly fishermen and conventional fishermen, we have a lot of money tied up in all of the stuff we carry on board, all of our terminal tackle, our lures, our baits, our rods, our reels, everything we have, thousands of dollars and hundreds of dollars, or whatever you may have on your kayak as anglers. There's a lot of money there. But I want to emphasize to you, the order of rescue still remains the same. You can buy new equipment at some point. We cannot buy another you. Okay, you are the only one of you. So your gear is the last thing you need to worry about. Okay, now we will get into tethers and other things in a different video, but right now that is your order of rescue. So I want to review this one more time. Okay, yourself, your kayak, your paddle, your gear. No matter what, that is the order of rescue. Okay, I cannot emphasize this enough. I am a huge advocate of safety on the water. And I will tell you, if you ever come with me, that you will wear a PFD. Now, I can't make you wear a PFD. There is no national law or state laws right now that I don't believe, at least in my state of Alabama, that requires you to wear a PFD while you're on the kayak. It just requires you to have it within reach. I do encourage you, highly ask you, to wear your PFD. Okay? That is going to be essential if you ever get out of that boat for any reason, whether it's your own fault or a fault that you could not see coming. And there is a lot of things out there that can happen. Okay, so please wear your PFD. I can't make you. I'm just asking you, encouraging you to please wear that PFD. Okay, it's going to be really hard to rescue yourself, your kayak, your PFD, and your gear, right, if you're not wearing that PFD. So if you're not wearing your PFD and you happen to go in, the order of priority still remains the same. Yourself, your kayak, your paddle, your gear. But I do not want you to think that your gear means your PFD. Okay? If you're not wearing your PFD and you fall in, rescuing yourself means yourself with the PFD. Put your PFD on. That's how you rescue yourself. Okay? Then you go to your kayak, all right? Then you get your paddle, then you get the rest of your gear. So whether you're wearing your PFD or not, and again, I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to always wear your PFD when you're on the kayaks or paddle boards or anything. So, all right? So the rescue order still stays the same. You're going to rescue yourself. If you're wearing your PFD, you can skip putting the PFD on because you already have it on, right? If you're not wearing your PFD, you still rescue yourself by putting on your PFD. And then you go to your kayak, right? Then you get back on your kayak, okay? Not to be confused with my fishing gear is a priority. I know it's a lot of money. It is the last priority. Now, when you get to gear, when you get to that number 4, right, gear, yourself, kayak, paddle, gear. When you get to gear, you can rescue your gear in whatever order you need to, all right, whatever order you see fit. I'm not here to tell you how to rescue your gear and in what order you need to put that priority in. I know what order of priority I will put my gear in, okay? So I can expect a lot of you that are fishermen will probably put it in the same order. I'm not here to tell you what order to put your gear in. I'm just trying to emphasize the safety aspects of this and the order of priority for rescuing yourself when out on the water. And it goes for rescuing somebody else. If you see a buddy that happens to go over, or you're out on the water and you see somebody else on the water that falls out of their kayak or is off their kayak or paddleboard or whatever, if you're helping rescue somebody else, it's still the same priority, okay? It's still person, kayak, paddle, gear, no matter what, okay? Whether it's yourself or somebody else. Person, kayak, paddle, gear. That is the order of priority for rescue. I encourage you, I appeal to your sense of whatever you want to call it, and I ask you to always wear your PFD. I cannot enforce that. I just ask you to do that. If you see me in a kayak or on a paddleboard, I will always be wearing my PFD. That is my choice. That is just a safety conscious part of me that I've been doing since I started kayaking. It's something that isn't covered a lot and really isn't covered in a lot of videos. It doesn't really get covered when you buy your kayak from a lot of different shops. Now, some smaller shops can do that, but your big box stores, they don't really have a priority rescue or order of rescue or anything like that. So I'm here to tell you, if you ever need or ever find yourself outside that kayak and on the water, always remember what order of rescue is, and it's always the same, no matter what, no matter who you are, no matter if you're rescuing yourself or somebody else. It is person, right? Yourself with your buddy, right? So yourself, kayak, paddle, gear. Okay? Serious topic here. I know I look a lot serious. I'm going to try to smile if I can. So there's your smile. Please always be safe on the water. I want to see you guys have fun. I want to see you have fun for many, many years to come. And I don't want something terrible to happen and you guys not know that rescue, the priority of rescue, okay? So please drill this into your head. Make this like a secondary thought process, right? Just boom, boom, boom. You already know it, all right? And I'm going to repeat this one more time, and you may be tired of hearing it, but I want it to be in your head so that you don't ever get it out of order. Yourself, kayak, paddle, gear. All right. Thank you all for watching. Tips and tricks every Tuesday right here on the on the Floating Feathers Kayak Fly Fishing channel. This is Donald. Thank you all for watching. Tight lines, safe paddles.